When Samantha sees this ring, she is just going to be blinded by the sparkle because it is going to be so incredibly sparkly. Hey, this is Vanessa from Vanessa Nicole, where I create custom engagement rings for clients all over the world. And today I am working on an absolutely gorgeous 2-carat cushion cut halo ring. One of my specialties is micro pave, and I take extra care to make sure that these diamonds are super sparkly. And there are a few steps that I take to make sure that this happens. So the first step is to make sure that the diamonds are all set incredibly close together. When Samantha sees this ring, she is just going to be blinded by the sparkle because it is going to be so incredibly sparkly. The other thing that I do to make this ring absolutely gorgeous is I make sure that that center diamond is right next to the halo, so there's no ugly gap that's encircling the diamond. All I see as a woman is bling when I look at a ring. That's what I want to see anyway. When I happen to find rings out there in the world where I see this big gap in between the center diamond and the halo, it makes the center diamond look smaller than it needs to be. I don't know if the women who are watching this and they're paying attention to the rings, they just see this dark gap in between the center diamond and the halo. It drives me crazy. So all of my rings have this beautiful down low set center diamond where it's still going to sparkle beautifully. I mean, this one, as you can see, the center diamond is still like a nice bulbous shape off of the center stone, off of the halo. It's not flat by any means. However, it is right next to the halo. It's like just touching ever so slightly the halo. So that way it's just a seamless blend of sparkle when she's looking at it on her finger. And this one I'm currently in the middle of making. So I just set the center diamond and now I have to carefully shape the center prongs. Now that is another thing that I want to bring up because the center prongs are so important to the overall final look. Now, what you don't want are these globs of metal holding in the center diamond. Right now, that's what they are because I haven't shaped them yet. But it's really fast for mass manufacturers to just bzz, 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 push those metal prongs over there and it's in. It's technically, yeah, it's in. The diamond's not falling out. But if you really want a high-end piece of jewelry where your eye is not immediately drawn to the prongs, what you want to do is carefully shape these prongs into these beautiful slender claws that are going to go in line with the facet of the center diamond. So it's almost like they get lost in the sparkle of the diamond, whereas your eye can then just focus straight up on the sparkle and not so much the prongs that are holding it in. So that's something that does take extra time. I mean, that can add another 30 or 40 minutes if you're doing like double claw prongs. Anyway, those are some things that you really need to keep in mind when searching for a gorgeous custom engagement ring, especially if you're searching for one that is going to be high-end in that upper echelon of prices. I've seen plenty of really nice, beautiful rings that should be a lot more beautiful than they actually are, because what I see is people put all the money into the center diamond and then they don't take into consideration the setting, the house that's going to be holding in this diamond. I mean, it has to be made incredibly well to really last a long time. So my point in telling you this is don't just put all the money into the diamond and then just cheap out on the setting. I mean, you really want to make sure that the setting's going to be made well. And just because it's an expensive ring does not mean that the setting is really made well and that diamond's going to stay in that setting. So you want to make sure that the center stone prongs are beautifully sculpted, so it's beautiful to look at, but also very secure. In the case of this cushion cut, the cushion cut actually has double claw prongs. The reason is because the way a cushion is shaped, it's like a pillow. So if you knock it out of the way, it's not like a round diamond where it's round like this and it will just, it'll just like spin in the setting. What it'll do in the case of a cushion, if you knock it and it's only got single prongs holding it in, it could fall out of the setting. Now you are more secure the lower that center stone is set down into the halo. You are more secure because you're likely going to hit the halo if you bang it really hard over the versus the actual diamond. But if that diamond is up a little bit, you really want to make sure that that diamond is secure with a couple claw prongs holding in that center stone, kind of hugging each corner, because there really are no corners on the cushion cut unless it's very angular. So in this case, this cushion cut is so dreamy and antique and cushiony and just very pillowy. So we want to make sure that this cushion cut has double claw prongs holding in on the corners just to ensure that it's going to last forever for her. So I can't wait to show you the final product. It's absolutely gorgeous and she's just going to be stunned when she sees it. So this is Vanessa from Vanessa Nicole, where I create custom diamond rings for clients all over the world. So If you'd like your very own custom ring, feel free to get in touch with the studio, and I'd love to talk to you about how I can exceed your expectations. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.